How's everyone doing this morning?
I need a nap after that breakfast.
Do we need to turn the air down in here? How's the temperature?
Great. Pretty good.
Good? If I see anyone sleeping, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it down even more. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Well, welcome everyone. Thanks for coming. The Stinson Summit, 3rd Annual, 2020. So a lot of things have happened this year. You know, one thing I have learned is what not all the unpredictables, you know, that we're faced with. But again, glad everyone's here. We've got a pretty good schedule here, although we will deviate a little from this. But this is very informal, so if you got questions, stop, let's talk about it. We want to leave here with as much information as you could soak in. And there's a lot of guys that know many different aspects of the Stinsons and Franklins, and certainly with the presentations here. But we'll just dive into this real quick. So again, my name's Jody Jones. Will, are you recording?
Yes.
All right. President of the International Stinson Club. If you're not a member, consider joining. You know, this is what we're about here. And if you like coming to Beaumont, mark it down for next year because we're going to do this again. And we're growing in this this Stinson Summit. So move on. Today, some of the guest speakers we've got: Kyle Odom. Gary Reedon will not be here due to an illness. He's under the weather at the moment. Jack Stewart, we've got a video presentation we're going to give. And Mr. John Swick, just so everyone knows, he called me yesterday morning, and ones who have been here before know he is quite the historian. But his daughter was involved in an accident, pretty serious, and so he's not here today, obviously. But keep him and his daughter in your thoughts and prayers, if you would. Mr. Will Ware in the back, he is our webmaster, so he's got a presentation. And did I leave anyone out? No? All right. Brett Chilcott, who most of you guys probably already know, he and I kind of co-host this together. His daughter, consequently, is getting married today, so he couldn't make that. But she actually had talked about having it here, but I'm not sure what if it was us that was a conflict or not getting his attention. I don't know, but anyhow. I'm sorry, say again? It would have been a destination wedding, yeah, for sure.
We gonna try to make an appearance or no?
So, yeah, I was asking if we're gonna do it. We talked about doing a flyover this afternoon where they're having a wedding. Brett texted me and said they're not sure exactly what time, and it just wouldn't be worth their while as far as, you know, going and making a flyover there.
In other words, no.
So no, that's it. So. Yeah, if you would, please sign in, if you would. It just kind of helps us keep track of everything. And if you're not a member and would like to join today, we can help you out. Catch myself or Will. We can get you signed up. So just a real quick overview of where we're at as far as a membership goes. A few years ago, I've been president 3 years. We were down to just about 300 members, a little less. Last year, you may know that we joined with the Round Engine Stinson Club, and they brought on board about 80 members. But even since then, you know, we're pushing over 500 members at this time. That's quite an accomplishment, you know. I think what we've done is we've got the ball rolling here, and we've got some excitement going on, and I'm going to share with you a few more things here in just a minute that I feel that will help our organization even better. You know, with that being said, Will has done an outstanding job with the website. And I know he's going to talk about that, but thank you. We really, really appreciate it. And everyone, if you see some of these regional VPs or folks that are kind of behind the scenes, like Randy Phillips, who this is his equipment with the sound system and all. He couldn't make it here tonight or today either, but he drove from Illinois to drop this off for this, drove back, and we'll be coming back and picking it up this next week. So, you know, that just goes to show you, I mean, we've got some really, really great guys here in our club. But, and consequently, Randy kind of oversees our YouTube channel. So if you got questions, concerns, whatever you're looking for, problems with your Stinson or Franklin, we are archiving a lot of these videos on our YouTube channel. So you can go watch that.
Explain to everybody too that we have two Randy Phillips.
Yes, we do have two Randy Phillips. I call it Randy 1 and Randy 2, or Randy Phillips 1 and Randy Phillips 2, or I heard somebody mention yesterday the round engine Randy. And we have Randy Shields there as well, so we've got plenty of Randys here. But so Randy Phillips was the president of the National Stinson Club. He's now a regional vice president in the Midwest. And then Randy Phillips, he is in, I forgot what town in Illinois, but is it Quincy? I'm not sure. But yeah, he's got the equipment, and he's usually sometimes gives a presentation. He also recorded Jack Stewart's presentation that we're going to show here in just a few minutes. But show of hands, who's joining our Zoom meetings here? You did one, yeah. Others, did you know about it? Or okay, we're just trying to make sure we get the word out. But really trying to do something different since the COVID hit this year. Trying to stay in touch with folks and find guest speakers every month. You know, so far we haven't done one this month, but we've started that and had a lot of positive feedback on it. So stay tuned on that. I'll try to post it ideally a month ahead, but sometimes it's about 2 weeks or so if we could get the dates nailed down. And lastly, I mean, this fly-in, or fly-ins in general, obviously this year has been canceled mostly, but we'd like to see more of those. So I know you guys are kind of on the East Coast, and we'd like to see more summits like this, either East Coast or West Coast, you know, or north or, you know, down south if we could. But I think what we've got here is something pretty special, and we could put that in other areas so that you're not having to fly 9 hours. But if you like it, come back, you know. So anyhow, let's see here. So what I'd like to roll out this year, and this is, no one really knows much about this except for a few, is the ISC Stinson Ambassadors. If you look at our regions, how it's broken up, we have roughly, off the top of my head, about 6, maybe 7 regional VPs, and they're spread pretty thin as far as a geographic location. And so what I'd like to do is take these ambassadors that have the drive for fly-ins, that want to promote the Stinson brand and the ISC, and really just kind of assist some of these regional vice presidents. Well, if we look further into that, we've got several members in Australia, in the UK, in France, that really has no representation as far as the ISC goes. And we'll be identifying guys that have this drive and recognize them in our club. So, and it also gives us more depth in our club. You know, if we look at, if somebody decides, you know, sells their Stinson and I'm tired of being the regional VP, we've got someone else as far as we could fill that spot with, you know. And again, I mentioned the website in the newsletter. So that'll be rolling out pretty soon. Hopefully we can get it done by the end of the year. All of our regional VP positions are now filled. We had the Canadian spot was open for quite some time, but now that's, we've got that taken care of. Oshkosh 2021, most everyone that I see here knows that we were supposed to be at the 2020, that got canceled. They have assured me that we're going to be the feature plane next year, if that happens. So I'm gonna put that in there, but for guys who've not went to the Oshkosh fly-in, it's real simple. We all meet at Watertown, and if you're interested in going, get your hotel booked for, I think I put, Saturday, July the 24th, 2021. There's a hotel right there at the FBO, similar to like what we've got here, but it's a little further walk. But we'll have a presentation. We'll have a group dinner that evening, and the next morning we'll do a little classroom briefing on formation flying, and then we'll take and come back, debrief, and then brief one more time, and then we'll fly all together in trail to Oshkosh. So if you've never been to Oshkosh, this is the simplest way to go. You don't have to talk to no one. You just follow the guy in front of you. So it takes all the guesswork out of it. But and then
what was that day? Oh, the 24th.
yeah, the 24th. And then there at Oshkosh, there's forums similar to this that go on, and we had quite a few guest speakers lined up to talk this year, and we're just going to carry that over till next year. So you certainly want to, if you can make it, by all means, try this next year to come to Oshkosh. And we've got group dinners. The Vintage and EAA was going to also celebrate with us and provide at least a breakfast and a dinner free of charge. So that's pretty nice of them. And then we'll do a group dinner as well. And then we've also been asked a few Stinsons to do a flight demonstration in the air show. And if you've been there, I believe it was maybe 5 years ago, 6, we had, I think, about 6 or 7 Stinsons that did that for about 10, 15 minutes. So quite an honor to show your plane in amongst 500, 600,000 people at one time. So.
Better have a good landing.
And have a good landing. So that's all I've got. Have you got any questions for me?